everyone, there's a reason why you're staring at a blank piece of paper instead of my face. In my last video I talked about settling the geography of your fantasy world, but I feel like I kind of skimmed over the basics. So I'm starting a series that will take you from the beginning to end of creating a fantasy world so you can have a visual reference. Now for this fantasy world, I am going to be drawing the coastlines using what I call the small object method. I talked about it in my last video. And I like big fantasy world maps, so I put together 6 pieces of paper, so I'm going to be using more than 1 cup of small objects. So instead of 1 cup, I'm going to be using a big old full of Legos. What you do is you okay, well maybe that was a little too much, but I like big continents, so actually this is good. And then you just kind of spread them out and arrange your continent into the shape. Now the important thing to remember is that you have to like fantasy world, because if you're forcing yourself to write about something you don't like, that just kills your writing. So as you arrange these shapes, make sure that you like the end result. And that's why this is such a good method, because it enables you to see your fantasy world before you actually start drawing it. And there's a big space over here, so I'm just gonna take some small Legos and sort of scatter them over there for a colorful small island. More. And yeah. Okay, I like how that looks, so I'm going to go ahead and start tracing the outline of the shape. And you can feel free to follow the shape as closely or as non-closely as you want. Even with doing this method, you still have a lot of freedom to make as many changes as you want. You can even rearrange the shape of the world even as you're tracing it if you want. The important thing to remember is that you like it. I'm following these lines pretty closely. You don't have to. I'm going all over the place. Okay, there's the big host. And when you see big gaps like these here, you can just ignore them, or you can draw them in and make them lakes or inland seas. I kind of like this one right here, so I'm gonna trace those just like that. And then this one over here, and this last one over here. Get that. And a little one over here. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so now I'm just gonna trace the islands. This one. Now these circles are kind of square, so I'm also letting my pencil wander just a little bit as I'm forming lines of these. And okay, and now all the shapes are traced. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Legos off of the paper and then see the final results. And I will let you see a front view of the end results once I get all of these Legos off of the paper. And even after you have traced the shape, you can still go back and make as many changes as you want, however many times you want. It is your world. I know I say this a lot, but still, it's your world. You do whatever you want with it. Try not to wrinkle the paper as you take the stuff off. Okay. Try not to wrinkle the paper. I show you the final result. Okay, here we go. The final result of tracing the shapes. And there we go. This actually came out really good. I don't normally care for maps that go off the edge of the paper with unknown territory because I like to see everything, but this came out really good. So that's how to start drawing your fantasy world. You don't have to use the method that I used. You can start however you want, but that's Coastlines. Now, I don't want this video to be too long, so I will be doing all of the points that I talked about in my last video,
But I don't want this video to be super long, so we'll go over landmarks in 2 weeks' time. So here you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I'll get back to you with the next video in this series as soon as I can. May God bless you in your work. Have a great time. Bye, everyone.